Hi guys, welcome back on board of Crypto Cruiser. It's me, Chris, and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin and how I was able to predict this move to 72, almost 72,000, perfectly predicted, as I've told you. Um, Altogether, I don't know if I have only one move that I didn't predict, but altogether everything else I've been nailing it absolutely to the wall. Here from 66,000, I told you that we're gonna drop to prices below 60,000, and then another shake off, a wash off the weak hands, a false breakdown, a bear trap to confuse all the participants in the markets, and then I anticipated a huge bounce, and that's exactly what we did perfectly. How did I know that? Because S&P 500 was already correcting, so I thought it would be healthy for the overall bullish trend to have a correction, and that's exactly what we had. ABC correction, a regular one, and then I told you guys I anticipate a huge V-shaped recovery, and that's exactly what we did, a V-shaped recovery. And you can turn back some of my videos and you clearly see everything is there, everything has been documented. And to be quite frank with you, I mean, every single move has been predicted by myself. um, Here as well, I mean, I didn't launch my channel, but I just wanted to show you something here on S&P 500. Some of these big YouTubers, and they had a huge following between end of July and end of October 2023, were calling for a bear market and that we're going to the abyss. But yes, we had a huge severe correction, over 17% on the downside, but the structure remained bullish, and that's why I remain bullish, and it turned out to be perfectly. And what happened here in July and August of this year, we had a correction, 10% ABC regular, a huge V-shaped recovery. I said it would be healthy for the trend to actually come back and test this previous resistance line. That's what we did, tested it, and continuation of the trend on the upside. In the process, we formed a reverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern, and now we're hitting all-time highs. And actually, the price from measured from the head to the bottom is around 6,250. So that's potentially what I'm anticipating for for the remaining of the year or early next one, to go above price of above 6,200 and potentially even touch this huge resistance line at price of around 6,500. Probably will correct, will come back to the to levels of around 6,000, and then another snap on the upside, testing prices of above 6,500. This is just something in the charts, and of course S&P 500 and Bitcoin, they're very much correlated, and not all the time, but some of the time they move at the same direction. So we had huge dump that I personally predicted perfectly. We had the huge bounce back. We had the consolidation phase here on the daily basis. I was posting daily videos exactly how it's gonna play out. Here, the local top at 65,000. I was telling you guys that the local top is in, and I anticipate to go down 52,000. I mean, I posted over 20 warning videos between this period, and I nailed it again. From 65, we actually dropped to 57, 58. That's what I said. Then further down to 55. We formed a descending triangle pattern. I said the bottom is not yet in. We're gonna drop to 52,000, probably retest the 52, 53. That's what we did. We took this bear trap at 57, and we start hitting prices of above 57,000, and we were moving in this bullish channel pattern along the way. This is the only part here, end of September, that I didn't anticipate happening, because that was actually black swan event, the Middle East escalation, and we don't know if this thing will actually go further and potentially can lead to World War III. We don't know, because we don't predict the future. We don't know because we don't have magic balls, and as I've said, we don't predict the future. We're just dealing with the charts we have. So we had this a little bit of a downside movement, but what did I tell you guys? That won't last long. So from 58,000, I told you that same very week that we're gonna go and test prices at around 70,000. We're gonna take out this top here at 64,500. We're gonna break out of this resistance line, we turn into support, and we're gonna take out this local top at 66,500. And that's how on the 4-hourly chart we're setting up higher highs and higher lows, which is a bullish structure perfectly. We went to 70,000, and I've told you here that I anticipate to go and test these previous local tops at price of around 65,000 and 66,500. We turn them into support. Probably we form like a W pattern, and then we have a continuation of the trend and start hitting prices of above 72,000. Perfectly predicted again. I mean, what do you want me to tell you guys? This is just chart analysis 101. Yes, along the way, there's going to be unexpected, unpredictable events like black swan events. But most of the time, I mean, let's face it, if you've been following my channel, you'll be quite successful. Yes, from now, I anticipate from 72, maybe we're going to go a little bit further, 72,500. This is something that I anticipate. And perhaps we'll come back, retest these levels of around 69,000, 69,500, and then again snap on the upside for this week and start testing price of above 77,000. Now, why do I say 77,000? Because this is a huge resistance, yearly resistance line that we've touched here in April of 2021. We had another test in October of 21, and we had actually another test in November of 21, and again in yeah, and multiple tests in November of 2021, and then all-time highs on 13th of March. We tested it again, and we've been consolidating, and we've been correcting ever since. So this is something that I can clearly see in the charts. And that move, once we go to a price of around 76, 77,000, hitting all-time highs, then I have to see if we're gonna go above it, and we're gonna start testing prices of above 80,000, perhaps come back, return to support, and then continuation of the trend, or this will gonna be our resistance, and slowly but surely we'll go down and test these prices of previous local tops at 65,000 and 66,500. This is something in the charts as well. So first, I'd like to see this move to go above 72,500, come back to 69, and then snap to 77,000. This is just something that I've been thinking is going to play out for a long time, and that's what we did. Another confirmation for the bullish trend is this huge triangle pattern that we actually broke out on 19th of September perfectly. We tested it here between 2nd and 3rd of October. We bounced back. We had another test on 10th of October, and as I've told you, from here I anticipate huge bullish movement on the upside, and testing prices of around 70,000, come back to these previous local tops at 65, 66,500, and then snap to 72,000. We'll come back to 69, and then going above 77,000. Of course, this is not a financial advice. Anything I say in this video is not a financial advice. It's for pure entertainment purposes, and before you do anything, do your diligence and make your own research. But as I've told you, as predicted, everything has been playing out the way I thought it will be, and it's quite amazing, to be quite frank with you. And yeah, but this is just chart analysis 101. I'm not just giving you a hopium, and I'm not just giving you wishful thinking. This is things that are happening in real time. I'm giving you chart analysis like on real time, and short-term analysis is next to impossible to do, because it's very difficult to predict in the short term how it's going to play out, because it's really easy to say, oh, we're going up in the future, or we're going down in the future. No, but I'm giving you specific dates and specific targets, and potentially they're playing out quite well. So once again, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments. And another thing, if you really support my channel, and if you really support my work, you can subscribe to my Patreon, where you can get my 2 books that I personally wrote. One of it over 70 pages, filled with very useful information about chart analysis, the art of chart analysis. That's how I named it. I think you can gain quite a lot of knowledge about chart analysis, trading, and it'll be quite interesting for you to have that book. And of course, my other book, the crypto guide book, with over 8 different crypto asset classes. I think that would be quite interesting for you to see. And these 2 books, they can potentially help you in the future, and how to become a better at what you're doing. And of course, once you subscribe to my Patreon, you get exclusive content, which is in my opinion great, and you can find quite, in my opinion, the most undervalued and the most underappreciated coins out there, with 100 200x potential. Of course, that's not the financial advice. This is just something what I'm thinking and what I've been doing. Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the support. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do it. It's for absolutely free. And we'll see each other later on. Goodbye.